screen is in to watch the big game. You move your old TV to another room for the kids.
They crawl up on the dresser to get to the television set, and the thing tips over.
Dana Biacco is with the Consumer Product Safety Commission. She says in the time it takes to watch the Super Bowl, about 4 hours, half a dozen kids will be rushed to the emergency room because of falling TVs. NFL Hall of Famer Brian Dawkins' daughter is an adult now, but he remembers when she was little and a dresser and TV came crashing on her.
TV hit her just a little bit, so she was more scared than hurt.
He says now's the time to make sure TVs and furniture are anchored in place before the big game. Jennifer Brown, CBS News.
Conservationists working around the largest volcano on the Galapagos Islands say they found 30 giant tortoises partially descended from 2 extinct species, including that of the famed Lonesome George, who died in 2012 at age 100 plus. Good to know his legacy, and his genes live on. Sam Litzinger, CBS News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you are on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead? You feel like there is no way out and you're just robbing Peter to pay Paul? Don't let the banks bully you. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you pay only a fraction of what you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months rather than decades. Get off the debt treadmill and stop the endless cycle. Get free of credit card debt, timeshares, signature loans, and even internet loans. Call now at 800-899-8922 to see if you can qualify with no obligation and how you can receive a free book written by our CEO, the Debt Dietitian. For over a decade, Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Start saving money now and avoid bankruptcy. Your debt can be settled for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 800-899-8922. That's 800-899-8922.
The following program is a paid presentation. The views and or opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the staff and management of KWAM.
Yeah. AM 990. What's the deal? We keep it real. We unleash, y'all know what it is. We unleash, you gon' get all the biz. We unleash, we gon' show off your skills for real. So tune in for advice and news every Saturday night if you like the truth. We stand up for your rights and rules. Saturdays at 5, we'll fight for you. Skitty and GQ for LGBTQ. We keep it simple, but keep it equal. Skitty and GQ for LGBTQ. We keep it simple, but keep it equal. Blow the whistle, 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 blow the whistle.
Ow, this is the X to the K to the double E to the T to the E to the R. I'm sending up the G to the Q. In the Super Bowl weekend, and my team's in the Super Bowl. Yeah, Dallas.
In your dreams.
Where have you been, Ford? And we are fired up. Hello, somebody.
Hello, somebody. I can't tell you fired up. You need to kick it up a notch. Get your energy. You should have had some coffee before you got here.
I'm mad about my phone.
You gonna be all right. So what's going on, Radio Land? Memphis, Tennessee. We up in here. It's 5 o'clock Saturday, and you know what time it is. It's the Unleashed Voice Radio Show, broadcasting live in the studio of KWAM and FM 107.9. And everybody in your car that's riding up and down the street on the expressway, go ahead and honk your horn, blink your lights, let them know it's time to get live. So, Davian.
Yes.
Do you have a rant?
Yes. For all of you people who say your vote doesn't matter and you don't vote, I want to thank you for letting Donald Trump get off on this impeachment, because he will get off next week.
Oh, you should say that one.
I'm just for real. People who say my vote doesn't matter and they don't vote, they don't get involved in the process. Those great white men on the Senate have made the decision to not allow witnesses, and they're going to end the trial probably next week. And so Wednesday will be over with. And so this guy has proven that white privilege matters. The 1%ers run the country. Those white men run the country. And you people who do not vote, who do not read, who don't stay politically astute to what's going on, you need to wake up, because this is a prime example, the end result of us not participating, getting involved, running for office, going to law school. The chickens have come home to roost, put it that way. the chickens have come home to roost.
Where's the chicken at?
The chickens are in D.C., and the results, the judges that are being placed around the world, the laws that are being passed, the discrimination that's running through this country, the kids who can't wear dreadlocks to school, and what else going on. And it's just sad. And it's just, evil is real. And it's prevalent. And, hey, welcome to America. So that's what's on my mind.
I'm playing with my new gadget.
Mm-hmm.
It better not fall. Okay. Say hi.
Why is it crooked?
Oh, because I'm trying to play with it. I get it right on the commercial. But we still on this thing. We on LinkedIn Live, so if you follow me on LinkedIn, you can jump on my page, Gwen Clemens.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're live right now. We're live on Facebook also. And so before we begin, I'll take up a few minutes to talk about my one of my favorite players, my icon, Kobe Bryant.
Oh, yeah, I just totally forgot about that.
Yeah, you so busy concentrating on Trump,
Yeah.
Trumpster.
Yeah.
And so this is like one of the times when I wish we had a radio show earlier in the week. So, but you know, it's still fresh. I watched the Lakers play last night, and I just cried again. I was like, oh my God, this too much. And I haven't even been to the memorial service yet. How am I going to make it through that? It just seems unreal. I still can't believe it, you know. So just to the degree of how much of a Laker fan that we are, Laker Nation, Davian's, my grandcat name is Mr. Kobe.
Yo, grandcat?
Yeah, I got a grandcat.
Lord have mercy.
My grandcat name is Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bryant. So we are diehard Laker Nation, Kobe Bryant fans. Been a Black Mamba since he entered the league in 96. I was a Laker fan when Magic came in the 80s. So, I mean, this thing is real, and it's just been affected all over the world. And so to add a little insult to his death, you had a reporter out of the Washington News, I believe, out of D.C. She got on Twitter and tweeted his rape case from in the early 2000s. And just, I guess, want to overshadow his death by a chapter in his life. And, you know, and got drugged all through Twitter, and now she's been suspended. And it's like that's freedom of the reporters, that what they do. But you didn't even give these folks time to mourn. And nevertheless, the case was settled out of court. The young lady is filthy rich. Not to say that it should not have happened, but that shouldn't have even been something that you wanted to talk about. But, hey, to each his own.
Well, that wasn't the case. It was called white privilege.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she did what she did. And that's why the other reporter called him a nigger as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's called white privilege.
No, she said knickers.
No, she said the Laker nigger died and whatever she said.
She said she was trying to say Knicks and Lakers and came out and said Nakers.
Okay. All right.
You had people going in defending her that she didn't say it.
Because they're racist.
No, you had your folks saying it too.
What? They don't vote, so it really doesn't matter. Hey, you don't vote. So this is a season for me to block unnecessary energy, and I'm sowing into my peace, and I'm not even entertaining ignorant people. I have no time for them.
Yeah, and it was what was really like sad. It was like 9 people on the plane, and then his daughter Gigi, 13-year-old daughter, she was also killed. I know y'all already know this, but it's just really like somebody just really punched me in the gut again. And last night I watched some of her videos on Vanessa Bryant's page. It's open on Instagram, and little Gigi was gonna be something serious.
Yeah.
On that basketball court. I mean, she got a handle, leaps, shooting. She was out there practicing in pumps. So, it was just tragic all around, but I think that his death brought also some things to light and to show what fatherhood looked like and what it could look like for a lot of men. And a lot of men took to social media, and Girl Dad went viral because he said he was a girl dad in an interview, and just people embracing their children and getting close, and you just really realize that you think people are like above death, but nobody is above death, especially when you see something like this. So people think they're immortal and they're going to live forever. Not the case. not the case.
A lot of people were claiming the Illuminati theory.
Oh, already?
Who in the hell is the head of Illuminati? That's what I want to know. Who's the head person?
The secret world.
The secret world. So
secret world society.
Who gives out the orders to sacrifice people?
The
devil. They said the devil does it. So
the little man symbol with the what's his name with the horn with the man body. He was on rocker wear clothes. It's a real symbol that they worship.
So what I'm saying is, who gives out the order to sacrifice people?
The New World Order. And so the New World Order gave the orders out to get a distraction because of Trump trial.
So they say that LeBron James sacrificed Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. And they say that all of our black icons are dying. It goes back to Aaliyah. It goes back to Left Eye. It goes to Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Prince, Luther, Malcolm X, Dr. King. I don't think they were doing Illuminati's then. I don't know.
They were doing them then.
But my point, okay, who? I'm confused. I'm totally confused. So
it's a secret society.
So you telling me only black people are in the Illuminati's?
Nope.
So why aren't the white people dying?
They did.
Like who?
Robin Williams, Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse.
What's the other guy name?
Kobe Bryant. Come on now. That doesn't even make sense.
But she was big in her country at the prime of her career. So, I mean.
So you people telling me y'all believe in the. I know it's secret societies.
I don't believe in it, but I'm just saying it's out there. But you got people that's part of that society. Okay, so here's another one. The scientists from Boston University that they just caught making that virus for China. You ain't hear about that?
They made wait a minute. The same people came over here and killed the Indians with the smallpox, and they used us as experiment guinea pigs back in the day.
But I'm just saying,
to spread syphilis.
They just got the man in Boston University and his research students, and they were from that city. What's the name of the city? Wuhan.
So they were making a coronavirus here.
He was over there doing chemical warfare, I guess. And I said if they made the virus, they got a cure. So Google it.
So okay, my issue is this. Not my issue.
China.
My concern is the sacrificing of people. They said Alicia Keys threw up the Illuminati sign at the Grammys.
Whatchamacallit used to do it all the time. Beyonce and Jay-Z. And I'm serious, if you go online, that's why Rihanna and Lil Wayne, if you start looking at, if you watch an old Rihanna video, it's very dark. It's got fire and devil. The last one they made, it was in like a tunnel, and Jay-Z then was underground walking. Okay then.
Well, we'll have a show on the Illuminati. I
studied it.
I want to meet the head leader.
No, you don't.
Who is the head leader?
No. Because they say that when you enter into that's how you attain wealth and fortune and fame. You give up your soul.
What?
Yes. You give up your soul for riches and fame and fortune.
So, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to an interest meeting. I want to see what the hell is what is the big fuss.
Bye, David.
Right. So the Illuminati members send me an email so I can go to an interest meeting.
Nope. Disclaimer.
What is going on?
Disclaimer.
They calling in now. They finna recruit me.
Disclaimer.
Lord have mercy.
Disclaimer.
We got a call before we take our first break.
Oh Lord.
Call it. You live on the live show on KWAM 990 Talk Radio. Is this the Illuminati president?
Yeah. This is David.
What?
Hello?
No. Hello?
KWAM 990. Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
Are you the Illuminati president?
No, I'm BT.
What's up, BT? I thought you was the Illuminati president. I'm trying to come to an interest meeting.
I was going to give you just a little information reading through the years.
Okay.
I picked this up by being attentive to.
See, he don't believe it, BT.
Back in the 80s, there was a Tony Brown journal on every Sunday. The black journalist, Tony Brown.
Tony Brown, I'm going to Google that. Okay.
Okay. He had two white professional guys that did their research during the time of AIDS.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that these two white guys came on there and they said they had proof that AIDS was created by the World Health Organization based in Maryland under the disguise of a smallpox virus in Africa.
Okay, I read that before. I remember this now. Keep going.
Now, when white people tell you something like that, it makes you think, don't it, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I believe it because they have been experimenting on us for many years. For instance, this new flu that's going around, this strain of the flu. I took the flu shot, and I ended up contracting the flu B. Is it flu B? Virus? What's
yeah.
B.
Yeah,
I got the B.
You had the B strand.
The B strand. So I went to the doctor. The doctor said that the current flu vaccine was not compatible with the flu. And this was like one of the worst seasons ever, like all over the United States. So how can they making flu vaccines and injecting us with them to prevent us from getting the flu, and I end up getting the flu twice.
See that?
That's why I didn't take it.
Just like when the Indians went to New York, New Amsterdam back in the day, from what I read, it was called. They sold blankets, smallpox blankets to the Indians. Poison the water.
Yes.
All that.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for taking my call. I continue to listen. I just want to throw that in.
Thank you, sir, for calling in.
All right.
We have to take our first break because the Illuminati people going to be coming up here looking for me. We're going to take our first break. This is the live radio show on KWAM.
Remember, y'all looking for
Radio.
David. Y'all looking for David.
And remember, I got a good shot, too. This is the live show, KWAM 990 Talk Radio. We're right back after this pause for the calls.
Choices is a nonprofit sexual health clinic in Midtown Memphis. We accept TennCare and offer patient assistance to help pay for needed services. Choices is proud to provide comprehensive reproductive health services in an LGBTQ affirming environment. We offer a wide range of services such as general wellness, fertility assistance, STI testing and treatment, reproductive health services for people living with HIV, including PrEP and PEP, birth control, Gardasil vaccinations, abortion services, miscarriage management, and services for trans and gender nonconforming people, including hormone replacement therapy. Everybody needs choices.
Let's talk about sex, baby. In Memphis, condoms are free from Planned Parenthood and their friends all over town.
Nothing sexier than free. So check out freecondomsmemphis.org and get some.
Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Want to talk about sex? Talk about condoms at freecondomsmemphis.org. Get some before you get some. freecondomsmemphis.org. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Go get tested for HIV/AIDS because HIV/AIDS has become the third leading cause of death among African Americans between the ages of 25 and 34. Even more surprising is the fact that this disease has become the leading cause of death for African American women between the ages of 25 and 34. The spread of HIV/AIDS is the single greatest health crisis currently confronting African Americans.
Join the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated each Sunday at 12:30 p.m. for our Spirit-filled worship service and each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for our Bible study. You do not want to miss these power-packed services. We are a church for all people, and we welcome you as we transform the Memphis culture. The church is located inside Bunn Presbyterian Church at 561 South Prescott Street, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Dr. Darnell Goose Jr., Senior Pastor of the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated, and I hope to see you there.
This is the city. This is their story. Some names have been changed, and so many lives have been changed too. They're going to give you the facts, just the facts. Some call this a city of crime. When they're done, it's going to be the city that cares a lot. This is the city, Memphis, Tennessee, where fearless, inspired, unfired, hungry rabble of revolutionaries has transformed hearts and minds. Not with weapons, but with their own brand of compassion, integrity, and hard work. All they're asking is for you to join their movement. It's easy to join with a donation of $20, $50, or $100. And It's all for the nonprofit organization Relationships Unleashed. With this donation, you will help enhance the 3 core principles of education, empowerment, and enrichment to the LGBTQ community and its allies. Go to www.relationshipunleashed.com on the World Wide Web, relationshipunleashed.com. All donations are tax deductible. Come on, join the movement. By the way, I don't need a badge or a gun. I carry a microphone, bub.
Hey boy, you tryna play coy like a game boy? Hit my phone, boy. Is your homeboy? Are you alone, boy? Come give me, boy. Got a boy with degrees, a boy in the streets, a boy on his knees. He a man. Sheesh, it's all Greek to me.
And we are back. This is the live show on KWAM 990 Talk Radio. We educate, empower, enrich the community. If you have not gotten your copy of the Unleashed Voice magazine, pick up your copy. They're out at the locations. It's Cash Savers on Madison, Crosstown. They're in the Choices, Planned Parenthood out Memphis, Otherlands Coffee Shop, Trolley Stop. You can go online to our website, tuvmag.com, and get your copy directly mailed to you. The Unleashed Voice magazine, based out of Memphis, Tennessee. We are in 32 cities around the United States. And we're going to start our show. Mm-hmm. So today we're going to jump into the toxic masculinity of Pastor Troy, his comments on Lil Nas. I didn't know who Pastor Troy was.
Me either.
Until he made this comment to become relevant. But he made a comment regarding Lil Nas about his dress attire and how his son brought it up to him and how he was happy because his son called Lil Nas gay or a faggot or something. And we just want to talk about some of the black men's issues. I just say America, but I'm going to say black because I'm black, but I say America and black men. The toxic masculinity issues. Why is it an issue? Why are we so concerned with this 20-year-old kid? He's 20-year-old kid, a young adult who's a superstar celebrity, so he has to dress the part, and if he wants to wear pink, what's wrong with him wearing pink?
This dude here did an interview in a big old banana yellow suit.
Yeah.
With a yellow hat, yellow coat, yellow pants. So, hey, you like yellow, he like pink. So, the issue that I took with Pastor Troy, because I believe in freedom of speech, because I'm going to speak my mind, and everybody have a right to speak their mind. But if I speak my mind, I'm going to speak my mind across the board. I'm not just going to park on one street. So if he got a platform and he able to garner interviews, requests all over, everybody want to interview him now. Why didn't he speak out with what was going on last week with this impeachment? Where was your voice for when Stacey Abrams was running for governor in Georgia and they pulled the okie doke on the election with the current governor of Georgia? You live in Atlanta. Where was your voice then? Why didn't you just rise up and use your platform to get upset and go on this rant and rave about injustices and what's not right? Where have you been? And I said today, I put a post up on Facebook that if the only time heterosexual black men get upset and want to rant and rave and get on social media and go crazy if it's about homosexuality, then the black community is in trouble.
Well, that's why the black community is suffering right now, i.e. in the church. People don't participate in church. You have churches who expound on this issue with this traditional masculinity theology. You have churches who expound on keeping women oppressed in church. So people are tired of the same old traditional theology. And so back to Pastor Troy, people like him don't vote. They're not politically astute. They don't care about the issues at large. They want to get on these platforms and bash this young man who has won several Grammys.
That's what he mad about.
Because Pastor Troy ain't hitting on nothing.
No, he ain't hitting on nothing. So I Googled him because I was like, I forgot who dude was. Like, I'm 20 years. I'm still riding in some mess. He got some little slogan that they talk about, a Pinto something. I was like, OMG. This the first time he ever gone viral.
Yeah.
This the first time he's ever gone viral. And then he put a post up on Instagram on his page and said, it worked. It worked. So he want to use this moment to bring attention back to him so that people can look at him and hopefully give him open up a door for him so he'll have some space to do something. He whack. I mean, like, dude, he been around a long time, but you won't get a Grammy. You won't get a Grammy. I'm sorry.
Well, the other part is this. With this,
you're not talented.
With this traditional masculinity, he's teaching his son, for instance, to maintain this appearance of hardness, suppress emotion, masking distress, because his son is too young. And this world that we're in, this evolving world, his son is very politically astute amongst the world that's going on. And his son has been around kids who are different and affluent in school. So by his son talking that language, it comes from his daddy.
But he can't say what his son is and isn't going to do.
I totally agree.
Because God will make everything that you hate, he will make you have to deal with it.
Yeah. We got a caller. Caller, you live on the live show on KW AM 990 Talk Radio. What's on your mind?
How y'all doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
I do.
Doing good. Listening to you, your conversation about Pastor Troy, and you made a comment, man, about you're going to speak about people in America and black men. I get what you're saying, man, because I'm not gay, I'm straight.
Okay.
But for some reason, black people have a real problem with homosexuality. And you go back, and if you can't make it, well, right, wrong, okay, because you getting the right and wrong, nobody can talk about anybody.
Right.
So let's not do right and wrong. Let's look at, is it bothering you? How does that affect you? Well, he likes me. How does that affect? I like cooking. How does that affect you? I mean, and if you look at, and again, man, I love being black. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want to be any other color, but for some reason, our community has a huge problem with, well, they're gay. Okay, well, if you shacking up with your woman, that's wrong.
Well, come on.
If you cheating on your husband, that's wrong. If you beating the crap out of your wife, that's wrong. Yeah, that is, but, I'm not gay. Oh, okay. So now there's a scale.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't get it. With Pastor Troy, man, dude, okay, dude, who are you again?
I don't know.
I don't know either. And he just using this now he using this moment for himself. He live in Atlanta, Georgia. Come on, that's the gay mecca.
With Stacey Abrams. I mean, dude, where was the outrage then?
Yes.
The Secretary of State
yes.
who controlled the voting poll
yes.
ran and did not step back from the seat. Where was your outrage then?
Yes.
None. He had none.
When she said that earlier.
He had none. He had none.
Right.
He had none.
We focus on the wrong stuff. Dude, if you want to be relevant, fine. Find a way to cure cancer. I'd be impressed.
Man, listen.
Let's find a way to register more black people to vote in this election that's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, if he want to just get out there and bring some attention to himself, we got a lot of issues that we dealing with. And quite frankly, Lil Nas X is not one of them.
You picking on a kid, man. You can, and people kill me with that. He's grown. No, man. He's 20.
20 years old.
Yeah, he's
a baby, man.
Yes.
What did you know at 20?
Absolutely.
I didn't know anything at 20. I didn't know jack.
Nothing. But the crazy part about it is that he's looking at himself now in his late 40s. No, he would never attain the success that this young man have. He's seen a song with Billy Ray Cyrus. Come on, bro.
Wow.
And yeah, so he bothered. He bothered up and down, and he feel like that the only reason that he was able to get this Grammy was because he used his sexuality. I listened to some of his dumb interviews today, and it was just sad that, they're giving him a platform to constantly promote this toxic views, and at the rate that you have transgender women being killed at the hands of black men. It's sad.
Right. Talk about that.
It's dangerous.
Right. It doesn't matter to people until it hits home.
Yes.
That's one thing me and my wife talk about it all the time when you talk about biracial kids, racism. White folk don't worry about racism. It don't bother until they get that biracial kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then the blinders come off because that biracial grandkid is going to see and deal with what black folks have been talking about.
Yes.
Now, he's talking about Lil Nas X. He's gay. Okay, fine. What if your son or grandson comes, dad or granddad, hey, I'm gay.
Yep.
Yes.
And this guy picked on me because of it.
Yes.
He would,
till then, brother.
He would probably have to save face with his friends, so he would be the dude that would probably kill his own child. Yeah, because he done made this stance now. So now I got to live up to what I said I am. So that's what he would do. But I think it's quite sad. I just listened to his interview, and then at the same time he do a whole 360. Well, I ain't got nothing against gay folks. I take pictures with gay folks all the time. I'm just saying.
Racists say that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not racist. I got tons of black friends. How many? 3? Why you counting?
Hey, well, what's your name?
It's Michael.
Hey, Michael. Well, thanks for calling in and adding to the conversation.
No problem. Enjoying your show.
All right. We have to take our last break right now, and this is the 5:30 hour, but we are here talking, having a real conversation, and I think if we in the black community will have real conversation, mature conversation, we could get something solved for a change. But this is the Unleashed Voice Radio Show, the live show on KWAM 990 Talk Radio. Right back after this pause for the call.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say it 'cause I know I'm cute. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes. I be dripping so much sauce, got a bit looking like Grey Goose. Lit up like a crystal ball, that's cool, baby, so is you. That's how I roll. If I'm shining, everybody gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even gotta try. I like shot and naked better over time.
Join the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated each Sunday at 12:30 p.m. for our Spirit-filled worship service and each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for our Bible study. You do not want to miss these power-packed services. We are a church for all people, and we welcome you as we transform the Memphis culture. The church is located inside Bunn Presbyterian Church at 561 South Prescott Street, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Dr. Darnell Goose Jr., Senior Pastor of the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated, and I hope to see you there.
Go get tested for HIV/AIDS because HIV/AIDS has become the third leading cause of death among African Americans between the ages of 25 and 34. Even more surprising is the fact that this disease has become the leading cause of death for African American women between the ages of 25 and 34. The spread of HIV/AIDS is the single greatest health crisis currently confronting African Americans.
This is the city. This is their story. Some names have been changed, and so many lives have been changed too. They're going to give you the facts, just the facts. Some call this a city of crime. When they're done, it's going to be the city that cares a lot. This is the city, Memphis, Tennessee, where fearless, inspired, on-fired, hungry rabble of revolutionaries has transformed hearts and minds, not with weapons, but with their own brand of compassion, integrity, and hard work. All they're asking is for you to join their movement. It's easy to join with a donation of $20, $50.
A discussion about the Pastor Troy post that he put up on Twitter attacking Lil Nas X, his outfit, and about being homosexual, winning a Grammy. We talking about toxic masculinity and what he doesn't realize, the damage that he's doing. He says that there's an agenda being promoted by gay people. So if there's an agenda being promoted by gay people, what is the agenda being promoted by the Make America Great?
And they have accomplished their agenda because we have federal judges on around all these circuit courts, the lower courts.
I mean, they're overturning everything.
They're passing laws, making hair illegal. I heard you can get fired. I read that. You can get fired for having dreadlocks now.
Yeah, why didn't you get on Twitter and defend the little young guy that they in Texas that they said he couldn't graduate unless he cut his hair?
Well, matter of fact, how come you didn't go and do like Ellen, the white gay lady, and give the young man $20,000?
Oh yeah.
Hello, somebody.
Yeah. Hello, somebody.
Yeah.
And Alicia Keys and Gabrielle Union took him to the She took him to what?
She's gonna take him to the Oscars or the Grammys or somewhere. One of those shows.
It's just dumb. Yeah. And then he was on there talking about, I know transvestite. Nobody even use that word no more. So they just show you how out of touch this dude is. And I'm trying to figure out what cave do they sit in all day and smoke dope and drink beer in Atlanta?
Well, this is the other issue.
It got to be a cave for stupid people down there.
Well, this is the other issue. With this toxic masculinity, it also produces a lot of negative health outcome for men because a lot of men don't go to the doctor twice a year to get regular checkups like you should.
Come on.
And so that comes from that traditional masculine trait. If I'm not sick, I'm not going to the doctor. So you should at least go to the doctor twice a year. That's the minimum to make sure everything good. And when you promote this ignorant talk like you promote that aggression, that like I said, that negative health outcome. You promote that
domestic violence,
all just aggressiveness. All those things are part of that traditional toxic masculinity piece. So you have to be careful of the language you spew because it's a lot of ignorant people listen to Pastor Troy.
And then he gonna have the audacity to say, well, I come from a religious background. And, my religion, I was like, dude, don't even go there. Don't even put religion in this conversation because I heard some of your whack rap and the stuff you were saying. Where was your religion when you was writing that rap song?
The white man gave him his religion. See, this is what I'm talking about. Black folks killed me right here. You start talking about religion. The white man gave you your religion. You're not liberated until you get some liberation theology behind you and learn on what you talking about you believe in. So don't talk about no religion because if you want to talk about religion, brother, you in trouble big time because I'm pretty sure your son was born out of wedlock. And if your son born out of wedlock, he's a bastard child and he's going to hell along with like 4 or 5 more generations behind him. So everybody born out of wedlock, I was born out of wedlock. We're going to hell because my religion is so strong and I believe in it 100%. Don't bring up religion to me. Let's talk about these rapes in this country, the murders, the HIV and AIDS epidemic, the mass shootings, the gang violence. Let's talk about the climate control. Let's talk about President Trump, how we going to get him out of office. Talk about some stuff that affects the people, the issues, not about who this man's sexual orientation is and who he sleeps with.
And the crazy part about it, like I said earlier, he lives in Atlanta, Georgia.
The gay capital, the gay mecca.
The gay mecca, okay?
Next to San Francisco.
Atlanta is what? Dude.
They so gay, they happy in Atlanta, but I love Atlanta.
I do too. I can't wait to touch down.
I love it.
And the crazy part about it, it was like one time, it was number one it came behind DC for AIDS and HIV infections. And STDs, dude. But you sitting up talking about your son ain't gonna be gay? Do you talk to him about sexual health and protection and all these things? Or just how to go out and just have... Oh, yeah, he talked about his son, when his son was gonna have sex and he was gonna make sure he had sex. Dude.
So where's the religion now?
Yeah. Him and T.I. must be good friends.
Where is the religion now? And once again, this toxic masculinity... Matter of fact, you guys talk like conservative people.
Really?
Yeah, you guys act like, and you on one side you talk like a Republican, then one side you want to be Democrat. But you people who use religion to defend some of the rhetoric that you preach, you people are disgusting. Because you are hurting people. You're not gonna hurt me. I've been liberated. But people I'm glad that Lil Nas X did not respond. No. And I'm hoping he has some strong people behind him who's been liberated.
Billy Porter chimed in on it.
Well, good, because he can cause some more suicides, death to people who are like Lil Nas, 20-year-old, just discovering themselves because he hadn't been liberated. But it ain't nothing this chump can say to me to make me feel bad. I'm over
there. That's what Billy Porter said. He said, what do you got to say about what he was getting in the car, TMZ. Mm-hmm. What do you have to say about what Pastor Troy said about Lil Nas X? He said nothing. And then they asked him, they said, well, what would you say about, what he said? He said, I just keep living my life and letting them see me.
I know that's right. And he's absolutely correct.
And then I just Googled, what is Pastor Troy's net worth?
I don't know.
$100,000. Child, if you don't get out of here.
I got $100,000 in my retirement account right now.
And guess what? I bet you any kind of money. If he had an interview, they said you got to fly out here and we're gonna interview you in California. He probably couldn't even get that plane ticket, child. Have several seats. It was people on there on the Twitter thing saying, I saw your dusty butt at the store. Whatever that store like a Kroger's in Atlanta. Your shoes was run over. I mean, they were just dragging him. And I'm not a proponent. I'm not supporting what they did. But it was just people that came to his defense. Lil Nas X defense, there was a lot of people that came and said, I'm glad you said it, because it just don't make no sense, and it's just sad. It's just sad. And I bet you any kind of money, if you pull up those numbers for who showed up at that poll when Stacey Abrams was running for governor, what percentage was black in those counties down there. And y'all but was in that cave in Atlanta down there smoking dope and getting high and talking about gay people.
Well, until black folk become or put emphasis on racial pride, economic empowerment, the creation of political and cultural institutions that would benefit black folk, support each other, we're not going to make it. Wow. We have to work together. We have to have a black liberation movement where sexual orientation is not even an issue, because, believe it or not, them good white men in that Senate, they're going to stick together. Y'all thought Lamar Alexander was on y'all side. And he put the banana in the tailpipe on y'all.
Didn't he?
He sat there and said, I'm going to think about what I'm going to do.
Didn't he?
And went right in the room with Rooster Neck and came out and voted to block those witnesses. So until, I'm just being real, until you black folk wake up and smell the coffee, these good white folks, them good white men down there, them good white men in Nashville are going to continue to pass bills that's going to affect and hurt you at the end of the day, because we do not stick together. We hate each other, and that's sad. Why do we hate each other so much?
That's the same thing Malcolm X said. Who taught you to hate yourself?
That good white man. We need to stop hating each other.
Yep, and I'm going to tell you a prime example, okay? So this is a true story. I was talking to somebody today, and I mentioned about facial hair. I was like, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that to your facial hair. Well, you don't, why you say something about the other nappy head folks in there? And I was like, that hair is natural. I said, there's nothing wrong with that hair. Yes, it is. It's all kookled up. But this is how another black person looked. This was disgusted at another black person's hair. Who taught you to hate yourself?
Malcolm X said it best. It's sad until we can work together. But our studio number, if you want to say anything regarding this topic, is 901-260-5926. Again, it's 901-260-5926. Matter of fact, we have people here locally who won't even participate and fellowship with our church because they say we're a gay church, because we accept everybody, because the Pastor Gooch we're married and everything. Y'all are ignorant. Half of y'all preachers in Memphis don't have a high school degree. I'm just being straight up. Y'all don't have a college degree, and you think you TD Jakes and you TD nobody. You broke.
No. They plagiarized TD Jakes.
Yeah, y'all run around here, and it's sad. And you don't want to associate or affiliate with our church. And guess what? I don't care. I'm like Billy Porter. I don't have nothing to say. I don't care.
You just keep living your life.
I'm going to do what I do. I'm continue to make a path for people who are younger than me, and so they won't have to fight as hard as I fought to get in rooms that we would not ordinarily let in. But until black folk come together, we're going to continue to suffer, because we drank the Kool-Aid that the white man put on the table. I'm just being straight up. Y'all can get mad all y'all want. It is what it is. The white man has ruined our culture, and until we become liberated as black folk and start getting our own mind. W.E.B. Du Bois said this: if you control somebody's mind, you got them. And our mind is controlled big time.
Oh, they know they got us. So I looked up Lil Nas X net worth. So in last year, he made $4 million. So dude been out 20-some years and he don't have $1 million. That's what he mad about. He mad that a gay man done beat him. That's what he mad about. You know, that's what he hot under the collar, and it's sad. And how he got how they discovered him. He put his song on TikTok, and then he created a challenge for them to do the hee haw yee haw challenge with his song playing in the background. That's like the little app that they use on social media. And that's how his song went viral, and that's how the music producers discovered him, because they wanted to know what was that song playing in the background. Brilliant marketing.
So okay, that's perfect. This is how black liberation work right here. If Lil Nas X did that, how about Pastor Troy? You go to him and talk to him and say, hey, school me on how you did this, brother. Mm-hmm. And then he'll say, come on, this is how you do it. Put your son right here. That's how black liberation works.
And create a challenge.
Yeah, but instead, you want to knock him down because he got a pink leather suit on, and you are disgusted about his sexual orientation.
And he said he liked his yellow suit. I mean his pink suit, and it's crazy because the guy that would interview him, I'd give him this little. He get half of a point. You know, he brought up a lot of people. There have always been androgynous people in the music industry or in arts, you know, in theater. Always, even people like Sammy Davis Jr. and Gary Hines, they weren't masculine. You know, he tap dance. You see what I'm saying?
But okay, now I'm gonna come back. What define back to this toxic masculinity?
Well, you know, like
why do I have to be hard if I'm a male?
Right.
Why?
So they did fit in the normal role that they wanted black men to take on. You see what I'm saying? He ran with the Rat Pack.
Yeah. And matter of fact, I went and got my feet done yesterday because my feet was hurt. You know, people was hitting me up on social media.
Did you put it on? You put it up on?
I did. Men talking about what I'm doing, getting my feet done, and you know I lit they tail up. These my feet. That's my credit card. If I want to put some red toenail polish on my feet, and I got my credit card, I'm gonna put some red, and I think I might do it one day.
Ozzy Osbourne wore it, and Sharon Osbourne said she loved it.
Black folk are crazy.
What was the guy named that Pamela Anderson was married to, the rocker? He used to get his nails done. Tommy Anderson, he kept his nails painted black.
Honey, I'm gonna get my feet done and everything
makeup.
else.
Prince too.
Well, it's not an issue when women do it. Women can dress androgynous. Lady Gaga, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott,
Monáe.
all those, her. But when a man does it, it's an issue. It's an issue. I just really feel sorry for our race. If we don't wake up, man, we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of work to do as black folk.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do.
I mean, and we can make it. We can do it, but whatever.
Nah, they you know, it's deeply rooted in them.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that TMZ, I would give them credit, they talked about this. And they talked about same thing I said. It's gonna take you to be around people so that you can understand, because most of it is not, it's through ignorance, so that you can gain a better understanding of who the people are. You know, you got to go out and meet different people in the world. It's like you said, the white man, when he finally have a biracial grandchild. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden you got to deal with this child and love this child. Yeah. Well, they might not, or they might, I don't know. But now you got a child that's black. So grandchild, what you gonna do?
Well, back to the exposure piece. We have people here in Memphis who won't fellowship with our church, who've never been outside of Memphis and been to other cities and seen other religions, such as Episcopal churches.
You said they've never had been to any other denomination.
Yeah, never traveled abroad.
Okay.
And so, like up north, it's no such thing as no missionary Baptists up north. Most of them people up north, Catholic, Episcopal, and they black folks. Mm-hmm. You may have little sprinkles of those, but down here in the South, where we use this front and religion as a scapegoat to do what the hell we want to do and discriminate who we want to discriminate and think we got some power, and y'all don't have no power. Y'all don't have no influence because the people are not voting. The people are suffering. We're still in one of the poorest counties in the state of Tennessee. We're in one of the poorest cities in the United States. Mm-hmm. And you have this beautiful edifice preaching this rhetoric, and the people are suffering. I don't get it. But you want to discriminate against gay folk, but your music department is led by gay folk. I just don't get it. Mm-hmm. I just don't get it. But until the people liberate themselves,
and then the gay folks sit in there and amen the pastor while he's sending them to hell.
Yeah, it's just sad.
I don't get that.
It's sad.
Okay,
I feel so sorry.
I don't get that.
But back to Lil Nas X. We got you back.
We got like 5 minutes, so we just wanted to get on that and talk about it because I thought it was just like absurd. And Sean heard it yesterday morning, the interview and she was like, "Oh, I was so upset in my car. I was screaming in the car." So I had to go and find out like exactly what dude said and why he said what he said. And I just thought, I said, oh, okay, so you're using this also as an opportunity to, elevate your own career, your status, and become relevant again. And so this is the first time you went viral. But put the clap on for him. We'll give him a clap.
But the good thing about that is...
Yeah, here you go. This for you. Yeah.
But no, right. I got him.
I'm just saying, you went viral.
He did.
For the wrong reason, so...
But it's okay because The Bible declares God would make his religion, your religion, Pastor Troy, God would make your enemies your footstool. Everything you say about Lil Nas going to come back on you, and Lil Nas going to continue to excel and flow up with these people and win more Grammys, and you're going to continue to stay in the same boat and suffer because you're going to have to eat them words that you put out against this young man who's doing good things in this world.
You know who had to do it? Spike Lee had to do it with Tyler Perry.
Yeah, it's going to come back. It's going to come back to him.
He had to, and then how he really got him, he named a studio after him.
That's what you do.
After you done bashed me, you done talked about me, you done called me a, what do you call him? A clown.
Yeah.
Talked about his productions, his play, mud deer character, just drug him through the mud.
Yeah.
Now.
So do not worry, Lil Nas. When the time comes, continue to win your Grammys and do what you do. But we got your back. But we got 3 minutes in this show, and we've done our part to defend, and I rest my case.
So who y'all going for the Super Bowl?
Cowboys.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for who you going for, Vita?
Who is Vita?
I mean,
who is Vita?
She look like Vita Dolores.
Vita?
I don't know who Vita is.
Vita?
Who you going for, Dolores? Who playing? The Grizzlies.
The Lakers? What? Kansas City and San Francisco 49ers. You don't even know who on the team. About 49ers. I don't. I was going for the underdogs. They not no underdogs. Oh. Well, they did put them. They did go down. I think they made them underdog. Yeah.
I think. Oh, you going for Kansas City? I think Kansas City gonna bring it home. I think Patrick Mahomes gonna own them tomorrow.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game. Hey, y'all be safe out there. You know, I just want to talk about last Saturday. I was at the Civil Rights Museum with the ladies that was on the show with us Saturday before last. The Sherilyn Payton and Vita Amadou. Inspired Women Inspire. I mean, it was awesome. Blew my mind. Over like close to 100 women was in there. Was sold out. Mm-hmm. And it was 9 of us, 9 speakers, and we did our thing. And we're gonna Coach Payton said she's gonna got such a demand for this event again because a lot of women missed out. I guess they didn't know we were gonna bring it. And it's coming back again. I don't know who the speakers are. I hope I get invited back again, but if not, I had the time of my life, doing my thing. So we got a lot of stuff going to be coming through the pipeline, and we're going to need y'all help. We're going to need y'all help, Memphis, Tennessee, and everybody listening. Our nonprofit Relationship Unleashed, we're going to need your help. So we're going to be talking about that more.
Let's come together, black folk.
Coming Saturdays.
White folk.
I say this again.
Everybody.
All of Memphis, we're going to need your help. It's tax deductibles, income tax time. We got some things we need to do, and we're going to need your help. Hey, I have enjoyed you all today. I'm ready to go home. This Gwen, GQ Clemens, and Davian Skeeter Clemens. This the Unleashed Voice Radio Show, the baddest talk show on KWAM. And we out of here.
Bye, Vita.
Hey, got GQ on the mic with the one and only Skeeter. When it comes to being real, I swear to God you can't beat them. They about